This is going to be amazing. Yeah, this is really something here, and they're smelling a problem. I think we've got them. Yeah, this is it, folks. My goodness. They've made one mistake, unless they've got something to bring, and even then, I think it's over, folks. And that's how this deck can operate. Okay, there it goes. Sweet. Hey, welcome to Menacing MTG. We have a mono white deck, the second mono white deck this weekend. Really, this is an amazing deck. I saw a similar deck to this and had some ideas about it. And of course, I have some limitations as I don't have all the volume of cards necessary to build that deck. And I want to do my own thing with it anyway. But Mavinda, you could use another copy of this in here. In addition to that, you could probably use, let's see, where is it? Another copy of Speaker of the Heavens. I got 3. I just have 1 Mavinda. And anything else in here? I thought there was something else. Leonin. This is another card you could use. Probably 2 more copies of this in here. This is amazing because we're running tons of instants and sorceries, and creatures are getting buffed up, and this just buffs them up further. It's totally crazy. Great value 2-drop. It is a rare card. Okay, so here we go. We have 4 clever Lumimancers in here, 0/1s. Whenever you cast instant sorcery, it gets +2/+2, and if you cast more than 1 in a turn, it continues to get additional +2/+2s. Defiant Strike, +1/+0 till end of turn. Draw a card. 4 of these in here. That's our card draw engine. Fight is 1 huge card in this deck. A human and a non-human each get a +1/+1 and indestructible until end of turn. Guiding Voice, put 1-drop, put a 1/1 counter on creature. 4 of these. 4 Light of Hope. You can also put a 1/1 on a creature, or destroy an enchantment, or gain 4 life. Gain 4 life is awfully handy when you have Speaker of the Heavens on the board. You want to get to 27, you want to be creating angels. That's one of the big mechanisms of this deck that brings success. It's not necessary though. Clarion Spirit, huge card in here. I'm rattling quick. I want to not take too much of your time with this deck description. There is a lot to it though. So we have 4 of these. Very key card. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 spirit token. I can't tell you how valuable a 1/1 flyer is to get those guys on the board. You can do that often in this deck because you have so many damn small spells. They're great blockers, they're great attackers, the whole 9. And you can buff them. Leonin, as I mentioned, huge card, only 1 copy. Luminarch, not in other decks like this. Typically, I haven't seen them at least. 2 copies of this, 1/1 counters. Big 1/1 theme here. 3 Sajiri Shelters, protect your creatures that you're starting to get into a dangerous spot with. 1 copy of Show of Confidence. You could probably have another copy of this in here. Whenever you cast this spell, copy it for each other instant or sorcery you've cast this turn. So you've thrown down a couple 1/1 spells. You throw this down if you have 4 mana at the time, for example, then you get to run this 3 times. 3 1/1 counters, and whoever gets those gets Vigilant. So yeah, another huge kind of way to get your creatures buffed up big time quick. Thunderous Orator, another card that isn't typically in this deck, or I haven't seen it. I have 2 copies of this in here. I do love this card. It kind of mimics other cards on the battlefield. We don't have many flyers in this deck, only 2, but Hopefully we have a ton with Speaker of the Heavens. So whatever other creatures have, for example, Speaker of the Heavens has Vigilance and Lifelink. Thunderous Orator, we get that too. Of course, he already has Vigilance, but he'd have Lifelink if Speaker of the Heavens was on the battlefield. He'd have Flying if you had a Mavinda or a Combat Professor or a Angel Token, and so on and so forth. He gets the attributes of other things till end of turn when you're attacking. So then we have one single copy of Heliod's Intervention. It's a diverse card. You can destroy any number of artifacts and enchantments that your mana allow, or you can use it specifically to gain life, twice X. Okay, so that another vehicle to get Speaker, get up to the 27 mark of life and create tokens. Mavinda, amazing card. It is mythic. It's a 2/3 drop flyer, and when you bring this, every turn you can spend 0 and you may cast an instant or sorcery from your graveyard that turn. If that spell doesn't target a creature you control, then you pay 8 more, so you wouldn't use that pretty much. You can only activate it once per turn, but you can pull a instant or sorcery card from your graveyard and play it when this is on the battlefield. A pretty amazing feature. We have a single copy of Luris that brings things back. There's a ton of small things in here that come back. This, and this. So you can see an absolute huge amount of creatures that Luris can bring back. Just one copy, kind of a backup plan. As things get eliminated, you can bring them back. Combat Professor, a single copy, a flyer, the only other flyer besides Mavinda. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature gets +1/+0 in Vigilance until end of turn. Awesome feature. I have a single copy of Dueling Coach in here. I don't know that I'd recommend any more of this in here, but it is cool. It's kind of pricey for a 2/2 that gives 1 counter, but it does have the ability of you use 5 mana and tap and put a 1/1 on each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it, which can be a lot of them. And you may see a game or two in here where there's a bunch of creatures with 1/1 counters on them, and you can just imagine how valuable this would be. So just a single copy of that thrown in there for fun, and we have 18 planes in here and 1 Castle Ardenvale, which you'll probably never need to use. But the token is a human, so it would benefit from Fight as 1. Let's take a quick look at the sideboard. The only thing that accesses the sideboard is Guiding Voice. There's only 4 copies, but remember, with Mavinda, there's a chance you could play another one. So the key card here is Expanded Anatomy. It's a 3-drop. Put 2 1/1 counters on target creature, and it gains Vigilance until end of turn. So 2 permanent counters and Vigilance for the end of the turn. You can see there's a 1/1 Vigilance theme here, all really to get Speaker of the Heavens clicking away with tokens. But we have some other things here. Environmental Sciences. You only have 2 mana on the board. You need another. You drop the token. You go in here. You get this. You search for a land. Put it in your hand. Gain 2 life. Okay, Reduce to Memory. I've used this when there's very scary things that the opponent controls. You can exile them and give them a 3/2 spirit token creature instead. Much more manageable. 2 copies of that. 1 Introduction to Prophecy. Nice way to dredge for a card. That's going to be helpful. Scry 2, draw a card. 1 Inkling Summoning. You need a flyer to block something, or they don't have any flyers and you're on the verge of winning. A flyer can make the difference. A single copy of that. So there's the whole thing. Please play this. You'll love it, I promise. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing, liking, suggestions, feedback. Have a great day. Take it easy. Okay, let's take this. You go first. I like that. We don't have a a 1-drop to play, but we do have Luminarch. Okay, that's a problem. Hoping they don't have the ability to shoot Luminarch back to hand or destroy it. Drown in the Lock won't work at this point, but will now, I think. Okay, and they're milling away. I hate this deck. Okay, we'll present a problem for them. They take the 4. Alright. And we can really put some serious pressure on them here with the fight as 1. And still protect something with Sajiri. Okay, well this is elementary. We're going to go ahead and destroy enchantment. That'll buff up the clever, and this is going to hurt really bad. As it'll buff up the clever again. And in we come. I'm going to toss it here. Okay, excellent. Down to 12. They lose a blocker. Okay, they're, I think, fairly desperate here. They do have 2 mana, so I am worried. Okay, excellent. That means that they're wide open. Alright, we get land, so I think we just run. This is a little bit risky, but we want to buff up the clever, so we're going to kill the crab or put immense pressure on. Okay, we can actually win this game next turn, or force them to block with the crab. We'll see what they bring. This is a mono blue version. Okay. I think this game is pretty much over. Okay, Teferi, no problem. They're done. And that's as far as they get. 16 cards. Okay, this is really good. Yeah, this will end it. Now they're going to be unable to block. We'll draw a card. Okay, they can't block both. That's game. Can't block any, actually. Well, they could have blocked the one. We're just not getting to go first here very much, but that's just the way it goes. So we're going to keep this. Red, that makes me a little bit leery of doing what I know I need to do, which is put up Speaker of the Heavens. We do have a Sajiri, but it's not going to help us for several turns here. Okay, they cycle. Okay, this could be Zenith Flare. Probably is. Gonna see some cycling here. Okay. Let's see what we got. Gonna run Dawn of Hope. Put a counter on. We're gonna run Fight as One, make him indestructible. We need to get the life gain here. Well, we can. Okay, excellent. Just hoping this creature lasts. No blocks. That's fine. Not great, but fine. Okay, we get land again. We're going to go ahead and pop up again. We've got Sajiri. We're going to come in. My guess is they let it in. Okay, we are bringing their total down here. We have Sajiri to protect him. We have Fight as One. We're going to need something else, though. Something else. Like the flyer. Yeah, no, we're not biting on that. So it does not look like Zenith Flare, needless to say, they're going to create a treasure token. I think they're probably looking at Embercleave here. Okay, we're going to need some help here with some card draw. Can't block, but can attack. Okay, we do get the Clever, which isn't going to help us short turn. Question is, do we go for one more life gain here? And I'm going to say yes. We just gotta... We're not going to go for one additional here. We need to protect this guy. He's keeping us in the game. And we have Fight as One for next turn that we can do some real damage and gain some real life. Yeah, I'm suspecting that we're going to see... Oh, Gold Span. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, this is going to hurt bad, as we're talking about 11 damage minimum. Looks like 10. They're going to create another gold token. I'm wondering what they have in hand. Okay, down to 8. All right. Yeah, unfortunately, 1 mana shy here. Just coming in with the flyer, okay. We do have Fight as One, though, so that is good. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is excellent. I think we're going to make it through here. We are going to leave ourselves open, but So indestructible here. That brings us up to 13, drops creature down. And we can use the dueling coach to put a counter on. They don't have... of course, Embercleave would be disastrous here. They're just going to come in with Goldspan, it looks like. They have tons of... They might be just getting mana flooded here. They have tons of items board. Now this, I think we have to block. Hate to, but gotta do it. That's 7, okay. They don't have Embercleave. We do get rid of a Rimrock, but we lose a creature. Now they're open. Okay, this is pretty damn good right here. We're going to use the Sajiri. It'll buff Lumimancer and create a token, which will block the Goldspan. Okay. Embercleave, I think, could put an end to us though here. So, yeah, I think we're talking about Embercleave. Oh, not Embercleave. They give it up. Yeah, they don't have the answer here. Okay, this is a good hand. I'd love to go first, but no such luck. We'll be able to come in for a pretty big hit right off the bat with clever Lumimancer. Speaker up. Excellent. Got really great stuff here. Okay, minor problem there. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get... Okay, yeah, Leonin gonna have to get him right on the board here and then run... Well, we'll see. Okay, they take 3, we get 3. Next turn, potent. We got potent choices. We'll see what they bring. We're closing in a big way on the 27 and actually should have it this turn. The dilemma will be that they can attack with Yasharn. Alright, so land comes up. I think we're going to be able to really cause some major grief here. Yeah, this is going to be big and ugly. Yeah, here we go. So there may be a trader. I think we're just going to come in with these two. But this is going to put us at the point where we... oh, he's going to double block. My goodness. Okay, so we are now able to create a 4/4, and that is looking like game over. I mean, they do have some decent land, and they may have rammed through, but I'm surprised they don't... oh, they're going to remove the speaker. They can't remove the speaker because... they can't remove anything because of converted mana cost. That's going to be a good game right there. So we're going to throw up Clarion. And yeah, we could end the game, I believe, right there. We're very, very close. Next turn for sure. We'll keep, again, we are not going first. Just not our day, and we're going up against Mill, which is a bummer. Speaker, we're going to make Speaker create a major ruckus here. Okay, and Leonin is coming on next. Yeah, they're coming at us fast and hard. And really, Thunderous Orator is going to be a huge creature to get rolling here. And we need to just... what we need to do is rush ourselves up to 27, which we can actually do just with gaining 4 life here, then create the flyers. The disaster would be unsummoned type of cards. They probably have... we're just going to toss this up right now. See if it's blocked. It is not. This guy's going to cause grief for them, though, because he's going to do what the speaker does. Let's see if this works. Gain 4. Okay, that's nice. We're going to come in. Okay, yeah, that's a problem, and they're going to get rid of the speaker. Okay, they're not getting rid of the speaker here. That's great. I'm really surprised. That's great. As here comes a token. That kind of stops them dead in their tracks to some degree here. I can't believe they did not take the speaker out. Teferi's Tutelage, fine. We can kill that with Light of Hope or Heliod. Okay, this is very good. I think we're going to invest in the flyer here. Okay, that's a big loss for them. Okay, we're on the move now. We're down to 2 cards into the story. We're loaded up. Looks like that's all they got. I don't think they're going to bring... I don't. Okay, this is amazing. Yeah, they got a big problem here. Lifelink flying, yeah, this is ugly. They can't block any of it. Oof. Okay, I love it. This game is over, folks. The only thing that would have given them remote hope would have been a fabled passage there. Oh, wow. Okay, we have one card. And that's it. They're going to win the stinking game. Oh, terrible. The deck shows its strength, but loses. Okay, well, fair enough. I hate Mill. Okay, here we are. This is a great hand. Unfortunately, it would be really nice to have gone first here, because to turn 2 of ours, we can come in with the clever Lumimancer as the 3/4, and then as a 4/4 for turn 3, and so on and so forth. Taking this slower route, I'll probably bring in the Light Scribe next, and we'll make this thing out of control. This is, and we're going against a tough landfall. It's very tough, and we don't have big creatures to block. And this is, yeah, we're at grave risk, especially going second against this deck. They're both tapped up, which is the good news. Could use one more mana as well. Nothing going on here, so we just get a sit. And of course, the big plague here is Fabled Passage. With these guys, they just get enormous quick. Okay, there's Evolving Wild, same dip. So this is going to be an immense amount of damage here. 7 damage coming in. We could also do a lot of damage, but I'm worried about sustainability here. They're going to crack the Evolving Wilds. We're not blocking anything here. We've got to take the damage. We've got to make it over the hump. No blocks. We need a land. I hate to use Sajiri, but we're going to have to do that at some point. If we got a land, we could drop Dawn of Hope and then use Sajiri to block one of these guys. Not sure. We're in trouble. That's just a perfect layout. Turn 1, turn 2. I'm surprised they didn't crack the Evolving Wilds. I guess they're waiting till next turn to go super big. We don't get any land, which absolutely sucks, which means we're pretty close to dead. We would have had a little hope being able to play Clarion Spirit and then a 1-drop. But we did not get that, so we're just going to have to play Clarion Spirit and take a beating here. Are they going to come in and kill something? No. Okay. And once again, we're totally at their beck and call here. They're going to be able to crack at least 2 lands, if not, being one that comes on and crack the Evolving Wilds. We're not going to attack with anything, I don't think. Although we're just going to have to take, so we may as well. Okay, thankfully they didn't have flash, because that would be an enormous loss. Okay, we could possibly get some stuff done this coming turn here. Some pretty significant stuff. Cannot block here. Now they're going to crack Evolving Wilds, and we're going to be looking at 5 and 4, 9 damage. I do stand to do a lot of damage next turn. It is not beyond the possibility that we could end them. I don't really have the greatest bead on how this deck functions here, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Problem is we would not survive, so we'll have to do the math when we get there. They still have not cracked Evolving Wilds. Here it goes. So I'm thinking they're probably going to come on in. And that's 9 damage. Can they buff up? Because if they could, it's game. We've got to let it come. We're going to roll the dice. Okay, they don't have anything there. Will they drop something as a blocker? They do not. They could have an instant. We did get land, so we can get quite a bit done here. I think we can possibly finish them. I know it's hard to believe. This is going to be amazing. Yeah, this is really something here, and they're smelling a problem. I think we've got them. Yeah, this is it, folks. My goodness. They've made one mistake, unless they've got something to bring, and even then, I think it's over, folks. And that's how this deck can operate. Okay, there it goes. Sweet.